I want to take a peek. I want to take a peek. I shouldn't have looked. Should not have looked. Yeah. Let's go for Archaea's Wrath. Pretty hard here, folks. Let's go real hard for Archaea's Wrath. Hello, everyone. It's the Grey Goose, and today is Monday, so random white Monday daily deck tech turned out to be Esper. I played an Esper Control in Standard not too long ago, so we're going Historic. And also the other reason for that being is rotations, well, not rotation, but the new set is coming out real soon. And with that, because Wizard wants to double down on the Standard, everyone buying those packs, I think Historic Traditional goes away for like a couple weeks at least. So we're getting close to the point where we're not going to be able to play Traditional Historic anymore for a while. So I wanted to go back and make a video of Esper Control in the form that I came to fall in love with it with, which is like Teferi 5 essentially. This isn't exactly obviously the deck I would play back then because there's some new cards into it, but you can see the power level of what Esper Control and Historic brings with this deck. So let me get into the deck tech real quick and then we'll get straight to the gameplay. Starting off, we have two Search for Azcanta. These are just really great at being able to fix what you need throughout the match before it even flips. Especially if you get to play this right away on turn 2, it sets you up really good for success. Once it flips, it's absolutely amazing. At instant speed, you can look at the top 4 cards of your deck. And once flipped, it synergizes exceptionally well with Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, because of his +1 ability, which lets you untap up to 2 lands at your end step. So especially once it gets late enough in the match, you get to search for Azcanta, go to your end step, and then you use Teferi to untap any land, and then Azcanta, and then you can Azcanta again. 3 of Thought Erasure, so whether you're going against a creature-based deck or a control type deck, generally on turn 2, especially with the Surveil, being able to just pluck out their most situationally threatening target is just amazing. Plus you get to see the rest of their hand, see if they're flooded out or low on lands too, and you get to Surveil and kind of fix what you're about to draw up. When you Surveil, you put something in the graveyard, you know, if it's not what you want. So it's just incredibly good. 2 of Tyrant Scorn. At instant speed, being able to get rid of a converted mana cost 3 or less is amazing. Plus it could also just bounce back a target creature. So it's a tempo play on anything, or it's just to destroy for low to the ground creature. Murderous Rider, just 2 of, but with the utility and how powerful he is, just too powerful not to. Destroy any creature, any planeswalker, instant speed, 3 CMC, and you lose only 2 life. Plus he's a body on the board, lifelink, that you could theoretically bounce back with Teferi. So Teferi, 4 of, 3 CMC, just a great tempo play, being able to bounce any permanent, whether it's on your side, their side, and you draw a card, just extra solid. Not to mention his +1 ability kind of shuts down certain types of matchups you go against, like a Nexus Reclamation deck. If you see that, I actually won one match against Wilderness Reclamation, but due to an error, I'm not uploading that one, but it just shuts down their whole deck essentially. 4 of Narset, Parter of Veils. So you don't see Narset, Parter of Veils a lot in Standard nowadays, and the reason is because you don't see a ton of hard control like Esper Control in Standard. If you did though, Narset would be very much more common these days. Not to mention against opponents who are greedy and trying to draw a bunch of cards, she synergizes especially well against. And since basically all of our cards except for the 2 Murderous Rider are potential targets, so it's very rare that you whiff. 3 of Absorb, just very strong. It helps gets us life to survive into that mid to late game, and it counters anything for just 3 CMC. Solid card. 3 of Oath of Kaya. This is a really great card to get you from that early to the mid game at the very least. Not to mention with the ability to be bounced by something like Teferi is really awesome too. Dealing 3 damage targeted, awesome. Gaining 3 life, awesome. Plus we have all of these planeswalkers. We have Teferi 3, we have Narset, we have Teferi 5, and Lily. So anytime a creature is attacking your planeswalker, you're gaining 2 life and dealing 2 life. This adds up over time massively. 2 of Basilica Bellhaunt. I'm just a sucker for these guys. I'll admit it. I love them to death. 4 CMC, kind of weird to cast, but it's not too bad with our mana base. It's a 3/4 body, discarding a card and gaining you 3 life. Just amazing. Once again, enter the battlefield effect, so could get some extra value with Teferi 3. Bounce back. 1 of Ritual of Suit. Yeah, you're just weakest against aggro, let's just face it. And this thing is absolutely massive. The only thing theoretically that could hit on our side is the Murderous Rider, which would be unfortunate, but he just goes back into our library anyway, so not the end of the world. And 4 of Kaya's Wrath. So you might be wondering, wait, you know, you have 4 of these, but yeah, I can't have 5 of these, so that's why we have Ritual of Suit. And you could consider Cry of Carnarium, I guess, but I think things just get too big too fast in Historic, so generally you don't want to be gunning just for the 2 toughness or less creatures. You just want to destroy everything. Teferi 5, just so good. This is the reason I like Esper Control to begin with. I started with Arena, and he is the homeboy. 5 CMC, starts with 4 loyalty, but he already goes up to 5. You're drawing a card each turn, you're untapping 2 lands, or if you have to get rid of a threat, you just tuck it. It goes to the 3rd from the top. So that's pretty good too. Theoretically, he can win you the game himself with his own ability. If the game stalls out forever, you play Teferi each turn, and then you tuck it each turn, and then you draw your card, which is Teferi each turn, and then you tuck it. So if you get to the point where you ultimate, it is basically game over right then and there. If not, at the very least, just 1 or 2 more turns. If they're low on lands compared to you, you can just start exiling their lands if you want, because every time you draw a card, you're exiling a target permanent of your choice, anything at all. And 1 of Liliana, Dreadhorde General, just to top it off. She's just super awesome, and you really only need 1, because if she gets down and it doesn't get countered or whatever, plus you have some counters, you know, by that point, you should have enough control, get it, in the match to be able to just solidly win with her. So now let's look at our land base here. We have 26 lands, so we're skewing on the high side of normal. We have 1 Ardent Veil, we have 1 Vantress. The Ardent Veil, you know, theoretically, if the game goes long enough, you could just win by your 1/1 human tokens, and I've done that before. Vantress is just amazing. If you don't have your Escantal flip for whatever reason, and you go late, and you have a bunch of land left over, well, you start scrying every turn. Not to mention, it's important to note, if you get to a point where you have a lot of lands down, not only can you scry on your opponent's end step, but then you can trigger it to scry on your untap upkeep as well before you draw a card. So you could get to a point where basically you're looking at the top 4 cards of your deck with this 1 card alone. It's about on the power level as Kanta, which is saying a lot. It's just 1 of Island, 1 of Swamp in case we get hit by Assassin's Trophy or something weird, Field of Ruin. We have some check lands, we have some shock lands, of course, just super powerful, greedy lands that we absolutely have to cast all these. And then for our sideboard, 2 of Devout Decree, 2 Good Not To, black or red creature, planeswalker, you exile for 2 CMC and you scry 1, just incredible. 1 of Disenchant, I kind of wish I could squeeze 1 more in. There's a lot of target artifacts or enchantments. I guess I wouldn't say there's a lot of, but they're super powerful in Historic. Think the Immortal Sun, that 6 CMC that shuts down Planewalker's abilities. If that comes down and you don't have an answer either between your Disenchant or like your Despark, you're done. I mean, you can't win. You cannot win. So yeah, speaking of Despark, 2 CMC for a 4 or greater exile permanent. There's a lot of ramp in Historic, especially. Think about Gruul, you have your Llanowar Elves, or you have Growth Spirals, and just really greedy decks. So Despark gets a lot of value, but not in every match. 2 of Noxious Grass, 2 CMC, anything green or white. You see a lot more white back in Historic, but not to mention there's still a good amount of green with Gruul, etc. So this is just too good not to. You gain a life, a 2 CMC, creature or planeswalker, destroy. And 2 of Mystical Dispute. There's quite a few blue back in Historic. Think like Nexus of Fate decks, other control-y type decks. You go up against those, you just want to sideboard these in ASAP. Ashiok Dream Render, there's certain decks out there, I think like Kethis and other weird bring back from grave decks. You want to absolutely sideboard these in. 2 of Unmoored Ego, sometimes I wish I could do more of, but it's already a slow enough card, and yeah, generally you just those super combo key decks you go up against, Nexus, Kethis, etc. You want to slap these in just so you have a better chance of shutting down their combo before it even gets off the ground. 2 of Eldest Reborn. This is probably the most greedy of our sideboard here, so theoretically you could switch it out for something more. Maybe like a Chemisters of Insight or something. I really miss having that card in this deck, but regardless, it's super powerful. If you're going up against a semi-slow deck and you get this down, say they have just one Planeswalker on the board, it's already got you so much value. Not to mention over the next 2 turns, it's just going to be bonkers. And theoretically, you could get the 2 triggers to go off, and then you could even bounce it like with your Teferi and do it all over again. So it's ridiculous. Alright, let's start it up with our Esper deck in Historic. We're on the play here. I guess we'll go ahead and keep. We have a nice Surveil here, as well as card draw from Teferi. So we'll go ahead and stay like that. This looks fine. Yeah, the lands that you have access to in Historic, ooh, so much better compared to Standard right now. We're going to go ahead and... let's see, Selesnya looking? Yeah, Selesnya looking. This is interesting. This looks like a Kethis deck. I think obviously we have to get rid of Captain Sisay, right? Yeah. Captain Sisay. Ooh, I like the Absorb. The Absorb's good, but how many turns till it does anything? He has a 5. So this is 3, and next turn that means he's going to have 4. So I think we're okay to... Huh. This is a hard call, actually. Do I put Teferi down and +1 him? Because if I do, then I go down to 3, and I bounce, and then he dies. I don't know. I guess I go ahead and do that, though, right?
I'm known for my excellent timing.
It just means he's not going to be able to spend his mana as effectively this turn, right? He only has 4. Oh, of course he top decks the Questing Beast. So, we are in trouble now. We are in quite a bit of trouble. I do like the Teferi barely staying alive here. However, as you will notice, we have nothing besides an Absorb. Save us Absorb, right? It does heal us, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But we're just going to get beat down super hard. So we're getting flooded out. This is kind of typical of Esper. This is a legendary deck, probably like a... Oh boy, I don't want to do this, do I? Do I want to hold back for one more turn? I think I do. Alright, we're going to take a beating here. Take a big beating. Ooh. Hopefully he just plays the Lyra. Hopefully he just plays right into it, right? So he's just going to draw a card. Fantastic. Yeah, let's just get out. It's cool. I don't care. So we know what we're up against. Just green-white shenanigans. Green-white, huh? Noxious Grass for surezies. Dispark for shows. What else? Eldest Reborn seems really good. So let's get rid of some things. Obviously, we have to get rid of a lot here. Tyrant Scorn seems like it's going to be fairly useless. Narset might be too slow. What else do we have here? Teferi's not quite as good. He just is not. Like, think about it. Paradise Druid, you can't hit. Bouncing Questing Beast, kind of pointless. I mean, it's a tempo thing, but whatever. What else? We need to get rid of one more. Oath of Kaya's, actually. Maybe this is the play, guys, honestly. Something like that. We'll try that. Part of me wishes I had more Noxious Grasp in the sideboard, but... Alright, so game number 2. Well, we're on the play again. I wish we had one more planes here to guarantee all this stuff, but I feel like we're going to draw into it with how wonderful we were flooding last time. There we go. So we have a black, now we have a white, black, white. Alright. It's just how much does he aggro out, right? he has a very, very legendary heavy deck. Alright, he's got his ramp, as usual. I do like seeing the absorb. That is clutch. Yes, it is. Leading us nicely into our 4 CMC stuffs here. Yeah, no. See, he tried to aggro that out right quick. Here comes 2 damage down to 21. Cool. So here's our second. Oh, it's tapped, isn't it? Well, that's because I don't have a plains down, do I? At least he's gonna be scared, right? Quote unquote scared. What's he doing? Targeting my land? I think he's thinking it's gonna be a counter again. Alright.
I can get rid of anything.
Baked him out. Got him.
I'm gonna make myself scarce.
Yeah, team. Alright, so that's his ramp. Two Kaya's Wrath seems quite nice here, but I'm gonna make him feel the pain a little bit. Discard more. Alright, so pretty creature heavy deck, huh? Yeah. So let's see him put down more. I got a Kaya's Wrath here. And if he doesn't, Teferi, Hero of Dominari Aria. So he's gonna push. This is fine. I'm just gonna block as much as possible here.
And hit the road.
You should have waited to do that until after the attack phase, honestly. Alright, so now we just destroy. There's one. Okie doke. Down to 2 cards. We're about to have some card advantage here, so he's gonna have some powerful stuff, eh? Powerful stuff. Ooh, you got me good there, Kaya. You got me real good. So, how do we want to do this, guys? He's gonna keep coming back no matter what. So it doesn't really matter. Yep. So we're gonna hope he doesn't have a hasty boy or targeted removal.
Trust me.
Because he's going to be coming to the top third anyways every time he dies, so we just need to get card advantage. Don't have haste or a targeted removal. We do have Narset to save our butt a little bit here, but not much. Ow, that hurts. Alright, so that's not going to work. Let's draw first. Always draw first.
We need to move quickly.
Whatever. Play this. Yep. There's Kaya. We still have the ability to play up to 3 lands. Lily seems good here. Oh yeah, she does. Shock it in. That looks a little bit threatening, doesn't it? Make out the counter. Oh, okay.
Good for you. Shuffling me off my
That's just rude. Look at him doing all these counters.
No time for a break.
Do we draw it up? Of course. What do we want here? Absorb seems good. Alright. What? This is cool. Alright, so we have enough for the absorb. I didn't need to shock that out, but whatever. Got him. Woo! So we have enough to Ardenvale. I mean, he knows I have the counter, so he's gonna have to throw it out. It blows the counter, but it's fine.
You're not welcome here anymore.
Obviously, we have to get rid of this Kaya because we're gonna start to take damage over time here, a fair amount. All right. This is game 2 in the bag, by the way, guys. Boy, we have our Noxious Grass now. This is, yeah, he has to do 5 to do the ultimate. Alright, so this is gonna be fine. He's gonna exile that, though. Not a scary thing to have to deal with. Do I use this on the Kaya right away? I don't think I do. I could have made a token there and then untapped. Yeah, I haven't played Teferi in a while, guys. That's what you should have done. Alright. So he's just waiting to see what that last card was. We had way too much going for us. So he tried to aggro out a little bit there. With the Gideon in specific. Alright, but yeah, he's definitely Abzan. I thought he was just Selesnya. I don't think any of these are worth putting in for a stronger version of this. No, no. We have a very high CMC costing deck, and it's unfortunate we really don't have any ramp. I do like this Eldritch Reborn a lot. Kai is an opening hand and enough to cast it with a Teferi. I think I'm down to 2 Teferi. Is it 2 or 3? I know I sideboarded some out, at least originally, after game 1, but I forget if I put one or both back. Alright, so he kept 7 after a hard decision, so maybe he's just low on lands and he's hoping to draw into it. But yeah, we're in a decent looking spot here. It just depends on how well he ramps again into very nice mid-range. If he plays turn 2 Paradise Druid into turn 3 Questing Beast, that's going to be a bit oppressive. Let's go ahead and get our black-white as much as possible here. If it is Questing Beast, we just bounce him back. We have to. That lets us go into turn 4, which is turn 5 Eldest. We have Teferi to basically win us the game. Look at that. Shocked it in. Questing Beast. Called it. Every time. Every single time. This game is not hard. Not hard.
I know my responsibility. Trust me.
Alright, so we slowed him down just barely, and a double Kaya's Wrath I think is actually insane. The problem is if he gets out some creatures, and then he also gets out a Vivian, because that's his card draw engine. Alright, so we kind of knew that was going to happen. We're going down pretty low. Let's see how many more Questing Beasts he has lined up right here, right? So white, white, black, shock unfortunately, right? Yeah, that stinks. Let's see how many more Questing Beasts he has, guys, because we have really good looking cards here. Really good. So we just really need to survive one more turn. How threatening is he? That's not enough. That's not enough for him. Cool. That is really not enough. So yeah. Do we want to do this? I think we do, right? So he has to get rid of that ASAP. He's going to be discarding a card, and then I'm going to be getting something back. Very oppressive. So unless it's like Questing Beast and the Questing Beast, I think we're okay. But even then, we have an Absorb, we have Basilica, all those to heal. That's not going to do anything for him here.
You should leave.
This is really good.
Make you disappear.
He can't +1 sacrifice a land. I think that's part of why he had trouble mulliganing. Like, maybe he has just a high CMC hand here. I think he's deciding whether he should concede. If he could see my hand, I think he would. It is OP. Esper? Especially with Teferi and these nice lands. Just... How do we want to do this, guys? So he's discarding 1. Do I have him just double down on the discard here? We got our Teferi. Yeah, and then we can absorb. Oof, that's just too good. Too good. Too darn good. Alright, so we put this down so we don't have to shock. And then we need another blue, and sure, why not black. This lets us absorb. We can't let the Vraska go much further. She has to be at 9 to ultimate. We're about to bring back something from Graveyard. Questing Beast, probably, right? Absorb. He hovered over the Teferi. What's he got?
The ends justify the means.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. It was just Questing Beast, Smash, Absorb. Okay, guys, we got one more match coming right up, but I just want to invite you, if you're new to the channel, please consider commenting anything you want, liking, subscribing. We would love to have you back again some more. I make a random daily deck tech video every day. Catch you tomorrow. Alright, so here we go. We are on the play. Look at that, guys. You know what? Yeah. Because we're on the play. We're just going to draw into value the rest of this match. Just Gruul. Just Gruul. No worries. No worries. Just Gruul. Alright, let's get some black down. Probably should have played a black turn 2. Whatever. We got an Oath of Kaya. I'm feeling alright. Hey, there we go. Look at this value. Pure value. So, I want to kill his ramp straight away. He's got a shock or something, doesn't he? Alright. So, we can murder his rider next turn, or maybe he's going to play something rampy-esque again. What do you got? What do you got? 4/4? We can take damage, right? I want to take a peek. I want to take a peek. I shouldn't have looked. I shouldn't have looked. Should not have looked. Yeah. Let's go for our Kaya's Wrath. Pretty hard here, folks. Let's go real hard for our Kaya's Wrath. Yeah, we also have a Ritual Suit, which would be pretty epic. We're going to take 4 damage, and he's going to draw another card. Look at that. Look how greedy he is. Look at that greed. Look at that greed. So, Teferi won't save us here, will he? Not at all. Not at all. It's 3 for 5. I really have no good plays here. Do I? This slows him down, but is it enough? I think I just have to go hard for the Kayas. Absolutely. Maybe I'll get a Tyrant Scorn or something cool here. Never mind. Nope. This is fairly decent though to stall just a wee bit. But 4 and 5, boom, and then doom. He might think I have a Tyrant Scorn or something, so he might push it all towards Teferi, and that'd be okay. But he's got a Haster boy, he's got a Stompy boy, I don't know. We're just in trouble here. Unless we draw our Kaya's Wrath, we're done anyways. It's just a matter of time. Alright, so that's lethal there, and then 5. But actually it's just 3. Okay, just 3 damage that turn. What else we got here? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Huh. So what I could do, right? Technically, maybe? No. I don't have enough, okay. We'll just do this. He has to get rid of a card. That's cool, but he still has enough, so to say. I think he's keeping the giant. Yep. Keeping the giant, because now he can push in with his Rimrock, his Zertal, and his Gruul. And no matter who I block, right, he's just going to stomp it. So I guess I'll go for the blocking the most damage, which is the Rimrock Knight. There we go. Because the Gruul Spellbreaker, I won't do anything, but at least here we'll trade 1 for 1. And he'll have to burn 2 mana on the stomp. And unless he has 1 more land, he can't play the... Oh crap, I forgot he has that too. Yeah, well, he blew his whole turn on that. Oh, okay. So this is actually kind of interesting.
Let's slow this down. Here we go.
Where are you, my little... Which one, guys? Which one? Where are you, Kaya's Wrath? Where are you? So someone attacks Teferi, and so I get 2 health back. Oh! Last chance, and it's not much of a chance either because he has a stomp and stuff. So wow. Yep. All right. Right. Yep. Okay. So Gruul it is. Apparently one of the strongest deck in Historic. So Noxious Grass for surezies, Despark, oh yeah. We can Devout Decree even. It's just all about controlling. Eldest Reborn maybe even. I'll see if I have enough. I gotta get rid of 8. So who do we not need? Narset is too slow. I honestly think Basilica's too slow because most of his creatures have the potential to put out greater than 4 damage. 4 or greater. So that's fine enough. I kind of want to get my curve down just slightly though. I think 1 less Teferi, 1 less Eldest. Alright, we'll go with that. Maybe Eldest isn't even that good, honestly. it's slow, and like if he goes wide, that you know he can sacrifice something really useless. But whatever. We're on the play again. This is bad. I need to learn to mulligan more. I'm just such a wimp at getting rid of cards. And the worst is when you mulligan and you get an even worse hand, right? You get an even worse hand. That's pretty good early on. Yeah, that is. Let's get a black down. You got a hasty boy. Oh, he's going wide. You ready, guys? Woo! Good job. So I could absorb for next turn. I think that might be the play, honestly. Ooh, what is the play, guys? In fact, you know what I think it is? I think it's just to get a little bit greedy, right? A little bit greedy here.
You show remorse, I'll show restraint. Don't worry, I got you.
Oh, the master plan is working. But anyways, next turn, Kai's Wrath. We're just trying to draw into as many of those as possible. Ritual of Suit. Look how rude this guy is. Cinder Vines. And we got rid of our Basilica Bellhaunt, so there goes some of our healing. But we do have our Oath of Kaya still. Alright. So next turn, he has to have a land and a questing beasto to really get me a little flustered. If he doesn't have that, we're doing alright. So, don't have that. He might have Rekindling Phoenix, that's kind of spooky too. Hey! Good job, bro. That's the one I said you shouldn't have, and of course, you do have. You do. So I'm gonna get rid of him, but you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna have a hasty boy that kills my Teferi. Yes, he is. Or he's gonna have Stomp or whatever, so we're screwed here. Our Teferi's dead. But hopefully he blows his whole turn somehow on doing that. There you go, I told you, hasty boy. The only problem is if he has another threat. Does he have another threat to throw down? Alright, this actually isn't terrible. It's not good, but it's not terrible. Let's go ahead and bounce that Cinder Vines back. No. See, we're taking damage, which is starting to really accumulate. Come on. I think this is good enough. Barely. Alright. Absorb. Seems really good. Buys us time because of that Cindervine. How about no? Alright. Up to 11. Yeah. D-Spark is good. Okay. Yeah. Take 1 damage, but we get to bounce it back. His Cindervines can destroy my Oath of Kaya, that's worth noting too.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Look at this, guys. That's actually insane. Perfect chain of events here. Perfect. He's gonna be like, yeah, I'm killing you, Teferi. Yeah. No. No. How about no? So we could technically cut his Wrath on his turn if he threatens, but do I care to save? Yeah, that's too much damage that's going to be coming in anyways. There we go. Cool. Oh my gosh, we were chaining way too good. I feel guilty, but I don't. Actually, I don't at all. Look, he's just creature after creature after creature. Alright, cool. You know what's even better? Like, I'm going to be able to murder and then throw him down.
Trust me.
And then bounce it back. Absorb. Woo! If I get a search for Escanta, you know, this is all good. All good. You know what I do? I say, sure, fam. Ooh, you got me good. Okay. Got him. Here we go. going, this is a little bit mean. Little bit mean. We need the card draw, don't we? He could stomp me, which is annoying, but I have all this instant speed stuff anyway, so it doesn't really matter. If he kills my Teferi, he's already done his work and more. And we've gotten lucky with top decks, I'm not gonna lie. And he's getting flooded out, not gonna lie. I might even put him down to start the slow burn. Nah, I'll wait just a little bit more. I got too much good here going. We're a late game greedy deck, we might as well be greedy, right? This one's in the bag. So let's see how this next game goes, because he'll be on the play. Like, he should concede. He's wasting our time here. Alright, speaking of wasting our time, since I have 2 Murderous Riders, I'm just going to go ahead and do it at this point. He must know that I'm doing this, yeah, I just have so much good going on here for us. Not to mention I can bounce him back if I really wanted to. Is this a threat? He has hexproof, so yeah, he's kind of a threat. Up to 14, gonna be up to 16. He's still trying. I'll give him the GG. You know what I mean? I'll give him the GG.
I'll protect you.
I'm gonna keep this to make it look like I have even more here, but I don't. Okay. Yep, that was unfortunate. That was the best top deck he could have had, period. And I really screwed it all up there. I didn't even think that, you know, my luck could have been that terrible. So good on him. We went from top deck mode us to top deck mode him. This is good. Top deck mode us. Come on, dude, let's go. Pump him up. Doesn't matter. So this is a 8-point swing, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep. I'm keeping this still. What's he gonna keep top decking though? Look at all those lands. You know he's gonna like so many creatures, right? So many creatures. I'm doing this because if we get like a Teferi and we start drawing into other good cards, we want to just have as much land as possible. Where's our search for Escanta? I guess still technically. So we have enough life that we can survive quite a while, especially with this and the exile. I mean, if he gets like questing beast after questing beast off the top, so 2 are exiled. Oh, yes. Might as well play it, right? Might as well play it. So that's going to do really nothing, honestly, because until the 3rd step. But we're just pumping out some damage, pumping up some healing. We got this to hold on to. This is fine. Legion War Boss is annoying, but it's not going to do anything. Pump him for the damage. Yeah. Woo. All right, boy. All right, see ya. Nope. Yeah. Here we go. Down to 2. Cool. And now he must know we're about to hit that 3rd clause with the Eldest Reborn. It's over. Yeah, it's just over. He's wasting everyone's time here. Sure, why not? Okay, yeah. That was a much longer match than it had to be. Basilica Bell Hunt, huh? Do I do it? Do I do it? We didn't need Lily there or Teferi there at all. We drew what? 1 Kaya's Wrath? That's all we needed. I think we're gonna keep. I really want Basilica Bell Hunt. It's like one of my favorite uncommons that exists in Arena. But I think it's slightly too greedy. Alright, so on the draw, don't see a blue, which is really unfortunate. But I do like the Noxious Grasp and the Ritual since we're on the draw. Also, hopefully, we get an island soon. Ew, of course he has that turn 1. Right? Let's play this. because now we can play these all technically fast. Well, this one fast. Hey, there we go. What did we want anyways? Oh, of course. Now I can't thought erasure. Ew. Did I screw that up? Here's what we're going to do, though. Noxious Grass right now. Okay. So that wasn't a terrible move, but it did limit my options. I don't know if the Chapel first would have been better. So we are one turn off from the Ritual of Suit. This is actually fine. I'm not sweating it. What? I needed to play the island to play the thought erasure. Man, I screwed that up. I'm not thinking today. I wouldn't have used it on him anyways, but we're gonna take some damage. I would have got rid of another beefy boy, because we only have one Ritual Suit. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. Alright, so we have to do that. I think I might have just screwed up too many land moves here. That's not too bad. I feel like he doesn't have a land though, so he only has 3 CMC or less cards. Ugh. Yep, there's a 3. Haste, right? Haste? Yeah, there we go. You got me, you got me. It hurts. I think what the play is, honestly. We need one more board clear, or we're done. So I'm just slowing him down. Not by much, but hey, that's okay. If he has Questing Beast, we're in trouble. No. Okay. We're fine, we're fine. Look at all these lands. I could do 2, 4, 6, and I think that is the play. Yes, it is. What you got, homie G? Whoa! 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 Alright, yeah, let's get rid of that at instant speed. Right? Oh! He's one off from the Carney T. But I have like board clears. Why did he... Does he think I'm super counter heavy? Poor guy. Speaking of counter heavy, he can't be countered. Oh! So let's grave it. Yeah. Transform it. Ooh. Ooh. Yes, this is perfect. You know why? First of all, he doesn't have haste. And second of all, yeah, Escanta. Don't have a land. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Lot. Oh, oh man. Yes, yes, yes. Oh man. Okay. He doesn't know about our Murderous Rider. The Cindervines is going to do work here. There we go. Alright, so... It makes no sense to put out a little dude because we're just going to Kaya's Wrath. Teferi is good here. You want to know why? So, here's why. Yeah.